Hello everyone, we are going to see a topic that is images formed by two inclined mirror. This mirror is plane mirror. Let we have two mirror. M1 and M2. These two mirror inclined at an angle theta. See here in the diagram, let we have two mirror M1 and M2 inclined at certain angle theta. Second mirror is M2 and an object, point object P is placed, and when we see a ray from this, this shows multiple reflection phenomena. See very carefully. When two mirrors M1 and M2 inclined and at an angle theta, then due to this arrangement, here is a process of multiple reflection. As a result of the multiple reflection, more than one image formed by this arrangement. More than one image formed, then see carefully the number of images n formed in this case is given by formula 360 by angle through which both inclined, total -1, provided that n is always odd number. This can be clarified by taking a suitable example. This example is, if we take theta is equal to 50°, then number of images formed n can be given as 360 by 50 minus 1. 360 by 50 is 7.2 minus 1. It makes 6.2. n is always odd number and odd numbers are whole number. 1, 3, 5, etc. No fraction in this. In that condition, see, number or images is 6. But 6 is even. If n is even, then what is the policy to do? Number of images we obtain this n minus 1. So 6 minus 1, it means 5 images will be formed when theta is equal to 50° in this case. Now We are taking two special condition under this case, special case to understand case. Special case. First case we are going to take if both mirror M1 and M2 is parallel. Second, if both mirror M1 and M2 is perpendicular one by one. So we will take under both condition if both are parallel or if both are perpendicular. First case we are going to look, that is images found by a pair of mirror placed parallel to each other. So see carefully how we will take. Let us consider two plane mirror M1 and M2. Their polished surface are to and fro and silvered surface at back. M1 left hand side and M2 silvered surface is right hand side. So plane surface are to and fro. Let on this base, which is represented by a green straight line, both mirror M1 and M2 are settled. In between both, let here is a point object in it. How many images will formed of this point object? To obtain this, first of all we will apply the formula. Here in this case, when this is placed parallel, in that condition the theta is equal to 0 degree. 0 degree means number of images is 360 by 0 minus 1. 360 by 0 is infinite minus 1, and this infinite minus n is infinite. So number of fringes n will be infinite. The mathematics said infinite number of fringes will form. Then you see how it's possible by it. To understand this, see this explanation very carefully. We have taken the point object P as a midpoint of this. So to make it, let us see how ray diagram formed. From here we have to taken two rays. After reflecting from mirror M1, they will strike here at 2 points. When we proceed it back, this image P1 will be formed here of point object. Image P1 will be formed. Again, after taking multiple reflection from here, reflection from this point, both rays will become here, and after again the reflection, it will go in this direction. Now see carefully in it. When it is both the ray proceeded backward, it meets at again this point. So next P2 will be formed here. One more. Reflection direction, please see very carefully. Moves in this direction. Again here. This is path of ray diagram here. When we proceed back here, one more image will be formed here. Now see carefully, we will give name after little time. Carefully, the ray of light can go through mirror M2. Here, as a multiple reflection, this ray reflected in this direction, right? When we proceed it back, this P dash is formed, P double dash is point image here, here, and in this side here is formed. The real object P, point object, P1, P dash, P double dash, P1, P2. Now when after reflection, it will go forward. Again, when we proceed it back, again it seems to meet at common point P1. Now see, I have taken, see very carefully in this 4 centimeter. So P was midpoint 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter each. So all these distances are of the image is 2 centimeter when I measure here. All 2 centimeter. And when this multiple reflection proceeded, number of images formed infinite, this side infinite, this side infinite. And this situation we are able to see in when we go in barber shop for haircut. Number of multiple images, infinite number of images formed between both, because if both is kept parallel to each other. Second case B, when number of images formed in pair of mirror M1 and 2 when they are placed perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular to each other means angle between both is 90 degree. When we use the mathematical formula n is equal to 360 by 90 minus 1, it is 3. So number of images is 3 images forms when both mirror are, we may say, pair of mirror kept perpendicular to each other. And it can be clearly understood by the diagram here. For the number of images, see this diagram very carefully. Let us consider 2 mirrors. M1 M2. Both are kept mutually perpendicular to each other. Here in this case, what we are going to take, we are going to take a point object P and see how this 3 images will be formed by keeping perpendicular to each other this pair of mirror. Here in this, we have already told in number of lecture, when you want to make a ray diagram, we always take ray of light from object. So object is here P. So from P, we are taking here two ray of light. The arrow represents the beam of light is coming from P and falling on mirror M2 first. And after this, they are getting reflected. At this point, when we proceed the both backward, they seems to meet at this point. So first image P1 is formed here when one view that although the ray of light is coming in this way, but it seems to appear that it's coming from point P1. Now when it is fall on mirror M1, again phenomena of reflection takes place in this direction. Again when this ray proceed backward, again it seems to come from this common point. So second image P2 is formed here. Now one more ray of light we are taking from object, and it is represented by black color. Other ray of light is represented in red. When normally fall, reflected in same direction. So one proceed it backward, it seems to come from equal distance here. So third image P3 is formed here. When we see the object distance from mirror M2, if it is D, then same equal number of distance D, the first image formed. From here to here D, this also D, D, again D, D, D. So the number of images, this is the object, first image, second image P2 and third image P3. So by this diagram we can clearly see that when both pair of mirror are perpendicular to each other, number of fringes formed 3. I hope that you have seen that the number of images formed here, when both kept parallel to each other, it was infinite, and the formula and its mean. So this is for the topic. Thank you and have a nice day.